sternum or the chest bone, it is a flat bone. The upper part which is expanded, this is the main part which is the body of the sternum, and here the lower part is missing, but that is known as the xiphoid process. So sternum is made up of three parts: upper, middle and lower. The main part is the middle part, that is the body, and this upper part is known as the manubrium, and lower will be the xiphoid process. Now how you will identify the anterior surface and posterior? In this view you can see this is the anterior surface. In this you can see this is a little bit convex anteriorly. Here it is convex anteriorly. And this junction between the manubrium and the body, that is known as manubro-sternal junction, it is showing an elevation. It is a very important landmark because here the second rib, where is my pen, that is the articulation of the second rib. So second rib is articulating partly with the manubrium and partly with the body of the sternum. So this is the anterior surface. So anterior surface is a little bit convex anteriorly. Now I am turning this bone. So this is the posterior surface of the sternum. Now you can see the posterior surface is flat, or it may be concave, but it is flat basically. Okay. So this is the posterior surface. So how can we identify anterior and posterior? The anterior surface is a little bit convex anteriorly. Now this sternum, it has got a upper border. Manubrium, it is having a upper border. Then it is having a lower border. It is having a lateral border and another lateral border. This is anterior surface, and पीछे जो रहेगा that will be the posterior surface. Similarly in the body you can see anterior surface, posterior surface, and these two are the lateral border. Now about the articulation of the sternum, that is very important. In this manubrium you can see in the upper part there is an important articulation. You can see there is a facet. This facet is for the clavicle or the collarbone. On the lateral border you can see there is another facet which is for the first rib, a complete facet, and towards the lower part there is a demi facet, half facet for the second rib, because half of the second rib is going to articulate with the lateral border of the body of the sternum. So second rib is articulating partly with manubrium, partly with the body. Now again we will go towards the body, lateral border. This is for second rib, this facet for third, then fourth, then fifth, then sixth, and lastly will be for the seventh rib. Okay. So on this sternum you can see total ribs which are articulating with the sternum are 7 ribs. First, then second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh. So total 7 ribs they are articulating with the sternum. So those ribs which are articulating with the sternum, they are known as the vertebrosternal ribs, because on the other side they are going to articulate with this thoracic vertebra. In the thoracic vertebra, costal facets for the rib. Okay. So ribs are articulating with the thoracic vertebra and then with this sternum. So these ribs 1 to 7 are known as vertebrosternal ribs, क्योंकि vertebra से sternum तक आई हैं. So vertebrosternal ribs. Then 8th, 9th, 10th, these ribs are articulating each other with the costal cartilage. So those ribs are known as vertebrocondyle, and 11th and 12th are the floating ribs. This vertebra I will take later on. Now on this sternum, first we will see this manubrium. So I have already told you, here it is articulating with the clavicle. So this joint with the clavicle is a synovial joint. This joint with the first rib here, first rib articulation with the rib, that is the primary cartilaginous joint. Similarly, in the lower part where the body is articulating with the xiphoid process, that is again a primary cartilaginous joint. This joint which is in the midline between the manubrium and sternum, this is an example of secondary cartilaginous joint. Rest all joints with all the ribs यहाँ पे जो ribs से लगे हुए हैं, they are all the synovial joints. So in the sternum, 3 type of joints you can see, with clavicle as well as with the ribs. All the ribs except first rib, all are the synovial joints. This joint is secondary cartilaginous joint, midline joint, and with the first rib as well as the joint between the sternum and the xiphoid process, they are the primary cartilaginous joints. So 3 type of joints you can see in relation with the sternum, that is synovial joint, प्राइमरी कार्टिलेजिनस एंड सेकेंडरी कार्टिलेजिनस. तो यहाँ पर जो है दैट इज प्राइमरी कार्टिलेजिनस, एंड हियर विद द सेकंड विद द फर्स्ट स्ट्रिप दैट इज ऑल्सो प्राइमरी कार्टिलेजिनस, मिड लाइन इज सेकेंडरी कार्टिलेजिनस, एंड रेस्ट ऑल आर द synovial joint. Now come to the attachments of this bone. So manubrium, anteriorly here it is showing origin of a sternal head of the sternocleidomastoid. Okay, anteriorly. When we go towards the posterior surface, in the upper part it is showing origin of the sternohyoid muscle, and in the lower part will be the origin, जहाँ मेरा पेन चल रहा है, that will be the origin of the sternothyroid muscle. Okay, sternohyoid and sternothyroid. This junction is very important, angle of Lewis. So many changes takes place here. Posteriorly, the sternum here is related with the arch of the aorta. Arch of the aorta. So whatever branches coming from the arch, from the left side is left brachiocephalic, right side is right brachiocephalic. On the left side will be the left common carotid, then left subclavian. All these are related with the posterior surface of the manubrium. So manubrium posterior surface is related with arch of the aorta. On the right side will be the right brachiocephalic artery that will subsequently divide into right common carotid and right subclavian. On the left side, when the arch goes like this, it will give first left common carotid and then left subclavian. So angle, this angle, sternal angle, this is known as sternal angle. This is very important because here you can count the rib. This is the second rib, so it is important for the counting of the rib. इस रिब के जस्ट नीचे जो रहेगा दैट विल बी द सेकंड इंटरकॉस्टल स्पेस बिटवीन द सेकंड रिब एंड द थर्ड रिब. सो दिस स्टर्नल एंगल इज used for counting of the ribs. At the sternal angle, the trachea bifurcate here, as well as origin of the ascending aorta, then arch of aorta related with the manubrium, then descending aorta starts from here. Okay, there are so many changes takes place. Thoracic duct also cross at this level, and this is at the level of the T4 vertebra. Here is the T4 vertebra posteriorly. So T4 vertebra divides the mediastinum also into the superior mediastinum and inferior mediastinum. So manubrium is related with the superior mediastinum. Okay, so this angle is very important. So this is about the manubrium. Now come to the body. The body anteriorly will give attachment to the which muscle? We have already taught to you in the upper limb, that is sternum, from the body of the sternum, that is pectoralis major muscle. So pectoralis major muscle takes origin from the lateral side of the body. यहाँ से निकलेगा right side का pectoralis major, यहाँ से left side का pectoralis major. Okay. On the posterior surface, the body of the sternum, it is giving another muscle, that is sternocostalis muscle. Sternocostalis muscle. So this is all about the sternum. When the development of the sternum takes place, it is in the two halves. It is developing from by two halves. दो तरह से बनता है. And fusion takes place craniocaudally. Fusion goes craniocaudally. So sometimes there may be the bifid lower end. Lower end may be bifid. This I have already taught to you in the lecture in the detail. And this sternum as a whole moves upward and forward because when the ribs are moving during the respiratory movement, so all these ribs, they are elevating this sternum. It is moving the sternum as a whole. जो यहाँ पे ribs लगे होते हैं, when we take the inspiration, this sternum, it moves forward as well as upward. So this increases the intraposterior diameter. That is the pump handle movement. So all the 7 ribs which are attached to this sternum, it moves this sternum little bit forward and upward. So it is going to increase the anteroposterior diameter. एंट्रोपोस्टीरियर डायमीटर. पीछे वर्टिब्रा है, आगे स्टर्नम है. रिब्स जो हैं ये वर्टिब्रा से निकल के स्टर्नम पे आए. सो व्हेन द रिब्स आर मूविंग, they are moving the rib sternum a little bit upward and forward. ये देखिए मेरा sternum कैसा जा रहा है, upward and forward. So ये क्या बढ़ा रहा है, anteroposterior diameter. Okay, so that is the pump handle movement. Thank you.